Good afternoon on what is a mild, bright and sunny day. It is Friday the 28th of February and I'm in the reading up with a nice hot cup of tea and a box to continue unboxing. And what I've got in here is Astro City Metrobook 6. This is written by Busiek. So, the heart of the city, the story of the enigmatic broken man stretching back to the earliest days of Astro City is revealed at last. And Michael Tensiek, the city's most tragic survivor, hosts a support group for others who face traumatic losses. In between, we meet old favourites like Jack in the Box and the Silver Adept, as well as new faces including Mr. Manta, Kitty Hawk, G-Dog and the Pet Patrol. Plus the sacrifice that won Astro City its name. Star creators Kurt Busiek, Brent, Eric Anderson, Alex Ross and friends bring to life heroes, villains and everything in between in comics' most astonishing city. So this is from being published by Image Comics, and this is book 6 in the collected editions of the Astro City comic book series that has come out over the years and created essentially its own superhero city and universe. I mean, I like superhero comics, but often they're kind of difficult to kind of get into because they have many of the characters have a long running backstory, and you're almost overwhelmed by them. Astro City is beginning to have that because essentially we're now up to book 6 in the series. But when it started, it was a start. It was creating something new and building a legends and a mythos of its own. So, now my number one grumble about these series is I would have happily paid more for these to be hardback and thus a bit more durable. But here we've got the credits and contents page. Essentially, we've got sort of like 18 issues in this volume. And so basically starts off, what did I do on my vacation? One of those sort of classic essays that you might have had to write as when you were at school. You know, what did I do on my vacation? What did I do on my holidays? Where you went, did I do anything interesting? And of course, this takes place in a city with superheroes, and these are the interesting things that the author is going to encounter. So the artwork is really great. It's vibrant, exciting. You've got, let's just see if I can find it. Here we go. These great painted covers as well. So I'm not going to show you every page in this book because it's sort of like, but I'm just going to flick through, just show you some of the artwork. We've got the image from the back cover there. Nice to see this actually, basically these covers, the artwork from the covers without the text for the titles and the authors. So, so that's a nice touch. And what I do like about Astro City is sort of like it's not just dealing with these superheroes in the setting as well. It's dealing with ordinary people, you know, in Astro City. You know, they've got lives as well as superheroes, you know, and they're going to be interacting with them, affected by the superheroic events going on around them. And it actually goes back into the past for hot time in the old town. So we've got superheroes in the 20s, and that's not often a period that is particularly explored in superhero comics. You may primarily because superhero comics originate in the 30s with the creation of Batman, the creation of Superman, coming out of the pulp heroes like the Shadow and other characters. And really the superheroes are sort of taking off in the 40s. So this is really interesting in adding a little bit more background and developing a setting that because I mean the thing is, often you will have, if you look at superhero comic history, your superheroes began being drawn and created during the sort of like the late 30s and then into the 40s and so on. But the authors and artists would go back and begin drawing stories of superheroes before then, set in previous periods. So there were superheroes in the past, but they wouldn't have been created then. And this is what this is doing, developing sort of like a bigger, essentially a backstory. Further forward. So you've got sort of stories that sort of weave in and out of domestic life as much as they sort of like step out onto this cosmic scale as well. All of it accompanied by great artwork. So yeah, if you're interested in sort of like in seeing the development of a setting and a universe from start to finish, these are worth tracking down. Yes, they are 6 volumes in, but they're really worth it. Really enjoy these. The artwork is fantastic, great storytelling, and you have a complete kind of whole universe which you can explore really relatively easily, without it shooting off into other comics, even other universes, which is sometimes a problem if you are fans of a particular character, as they do crossovers and the like. So I'm just going to flip through. Yeah, and essentially, really, I love the fact that you sort of like you can have these animal companions in there as well, as sort of like, the equivalent there of what is it? Essentially, super corgi. The equivalent thereof of Crypto the Wonder Dog. And here we've got basically a support group that's beginning to sort of explore some of the dangers of any various consequences of you know, being in a superhero universe. And in the end, we come to the end of this volume anyway. And here we have that kind of original image that kind of kicked off the Astro City setting. And we've got notes about the authors there and the inside back page. So that is Astro City Metrobook 6, published by Image Comics. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to your more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here with a box containing a book or game, typically a role-playing game scenario or supplement, but in this case, an ongoing series of collected graphic novels, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook, and we'll be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.